Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be having another episode of the BBW Chronicles. Okay, we're gonna get it popping today. Today we're gonna be talking about confidence. Now, a lot of people who've been watching my BBW Chronicles and also keeping up with me on my Facebook have been asking me about how I be so confident. Can you do a video on confidence? And I listen. And whatever my next force wants me to talk about, I would definitely talk about it. But this one is very important. With confidence comes, your self-esteem is raised. You feel better about yourself. And if I can give any type of tips on how to gain and keep confidence, of course, I'm all for that. Okay? Now, I broke it down into 3 different categories. Okay? With gaining confidence, it's mentally, emotionally, and physically. Now, physically is important, but that's like the last, phase or last step. The first thing we have to start talking about is mentally, because everything starts in your mind. Once you feel a certain way, then everything else becomes easier. Now, the first step, like I said, it's the first step to gaining confidence is mentally. You got to know it. You got to put it in your mind, no matter what people in the past have told you, no matter how people told you aren't beautiful, you aren't enough. You are definitely beautiful. You are definitely enough. And you are definitely worthy of love. Okay? No matter what anybody has told you. Once you get that in your mind, that's the very first thing you need to believe. Okay? That's the very first step. Now, like I said, you have to etch it in your mind. You have to put it there. Once it's there, that's half the battle. Mentally, it's half the battle. Lately, mental health is becoming a big thing, and I'm so glad it's getting, the attention that it really needs and that it deserves. A lot of issues do start up here. Okay? You gotta know that the opinions of others do not matter. Okay? What someone else thinks of you do not matter. I don't care if they're, your parents, they're your partner, they're a teacher, they're a friend. I don't care what anybody else thinks of you. Self-validation is all that matters. Once you matter to yourself, once you love yourself, that's half the battle. Mentally and emotionally, they kind of go hand in hand just a little bit. This is where I'm going to go deeper into talking about self-love, okay? Now, when I said self-love and being emotional to yourself, I mean, you got to tell yourself you're beautiful out loud. You got to go look in front of the mirror and you got to compliment yourself. Personally, this is what I do. I get up and I go look in the mirror. I'm like, oh, you're so pretty today. You are so pretty, girl. You are pretty as fuck. Like, literally, I would sit up there and I would look in the mirror and I would tell myself that. Because, like I said, it's about how you feel to yourself. Okay? That the first time you do this when you're working on your journey towards gaining confidence, the first time you do this, you may cry. Okay? When you look in the mirror, you may start crying, and that's okay. I did it. When I was first trying to convince myself that, when I was first trying to tell myself how beautiful I am and how much I should really love myself, and I was looking in the mirror and I was practicing these exercises, like saying how beautiful I am, just complimenting myself, I really started crying, because that's not something that when I was younger, because I'm still kind of young, but when I was younger, I really didn't believe I was pretty. I really thought I was ugly. And once I started telling myself that, once I started believing in myself, that's when it can be shown on the outside. Once you're happy with yourself on the inside, people can tell, just by looking at you, by the way you talk about yourself, or the way you carry yourself. Okay? Know that a partner does not have to validate how you feel about yourself. I know, of course, we all want our partner to compliment us and tell us how pretty we are, tell us how beautiful we look, babe, you look good, and we all want that. Know that that doesn't validate anything. What you feel about yourself validates it, okay? They can enhance how you feel about yourself, but don't let a partner be the only source of someone that's telling you you're beautiful. Don't let that be the main thing that you need to validate that you're beautiful. Okay, they don't validate it, they enhance it. Of course, it makes you feel good when they tell you things like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a man right now, but when I did, it did make me feel good when they compliment me and just tell me. But I already knew it myself, so him telling me that just enhanced it. Now, you have to do things that make you feel good. Okay. Self-love is very important. I have a friend on Facebook. Her name is Lola, and she started talking about this thing called Self-Care Saturdays. And ever since she's been talking about Self-Care Saturdays, that's something I've been doing. On Saturdays, take some time for yourself. Do something for yourself. If you have to work, just take a little time for yourself. Do something for yourself on Saturdays. Self-Care Saturdays. Those definitely help, because every Saturday, regardless of what it is, I'll just, do something for myself, whether it's going to the park or just going out and get ice cream or doing something. It doesn't have to cost money all the time. Like I said, I go to the park sometimes. Just do something for yourself and take some time for yourself. Now, physically, when you feel good, you look good. Okay? Like I said earlier when I was talking about the emotional part, when you feel good, you look good. Okay? If you're down, if you're sad, people can tell if you're down and sad. People can tell if you're not as confident. People really can tell that. Now, like I said, people's opinion doesn't matter. But if you go look in the mirror for yourself, you can see, hey, I don't feel good today. I'm not feeling it today. You're gonna be able to tell. Now, put on your favorite clothes, do your makeup if that's something you do. Fix your hair if that's something you want to do. Now, wear what you want to wear. Wear whatever you want to wear. Now, us as BBWs, it's, people tend to try to dictate what we can and can't wear. But the reality is, you can wear whatever you want. So people love to say, oh, just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you should wear it. If they made it in my size, clearly it was made for me. If they made this outfit in the 3X, it wasn't made for somebody who wears small. It was made for me. Therefore, that statement is irrelevant, because if they made it in my size, it's definitely for me. And if I like something, I'm going to wear it. I mentioned in a previous video how I have this, I was intending to bring it and show it on this video. But how I had the sign in my closet that says, forget the rules, if you like it, wear it. I truly believe that. If I go in the store and I see something that I like, I'm going to get it and I'm going to wear it. Simple as that. Now, once you've achieved the other parts, this part is easy, because you're going to feel in your mind, you're going to feel like you're confident and that you're beautiful and that you got this. You're going to be telling yourself that you're beautiful, that you're confident, and that you got this. And then once you've achieved those two, showing it on the outside is easy. Okay? That's the easy part. You got to look in the mirror. You got to love your body. BBWs are always told they're not beautiful. BBWs are told, oh, you're too this, you're too that. This don't look good. This don't look good. Baby, we have it so hard. And people, we're living in a world where people are constantly telling us what we need to be and what we should look like and how we're not beautiful, how thin is in, and that's literally a quote that I've seen online, how thin is in, how smaller is better. No. Everybody is beautiful, but I'm specifically talking to my BBWs right now because we have it so hard. And the world is constantly telling us not to love ourselves, constantly telling us that we need to change. Okay, it's okay if you want to change. It's okay if you want to eat healthy. It's okay if you want to, diet or exercise. But the reality is, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, understand, surgeries or whatever, but realistically, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to love yourself through the process. I work out, but you still got to love yourself through the process. Everything takes time. You have to love who you are right now in the moment. You have to love yourself right now. Because if you're constantly hating your body, if you're constantly hating yourself, you're going to be constantly pushing yourself to go way too hard. And I've even done that. When I was trying so hard to get small, I was just trying so hard. So hard. I almost passed out because I was not eating and I was working out. If you're not putting anything into your body and you're taking things out when you're sweating and working out, you're going to pass out. And I almost passed out because I was trying so hard. Because I wanted to be small so bad. I hated my body. I could not stand it. I hated looking in the mirror. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. But once I told myself, you know what, Nick? Enough is enough. Okay? You want to lose weight? Cool. Okay, cool. But what you're going to work on right now, you're going to work on loving who you are right now in this moment. Okay? And that's when I started my process and I started my journey to being confident. Y'all, I've had people tell me now, you're too confident. You seem like you're cocky. You're being conceited. You need to watch your confidence. Dude, watch my confidence. After all my life, I've been told how I was fat and how I was ugly, how nobody would ever want me. Now that I'm finally in a place to where I love myself, you're going to have the audacity to tell me I need to watch my confidence? No. If my confidence upsets you or offends you, I am so sorry. That is not my problem. That is a personal problem, okay? You will not tell me how I am supposed to feel about myself when I've worked so hard to get to where I am now. So once you're there, once you're to that position and to that space where you love yourself and you love who you are, do not ever let someone try to tell you how you're supposed to feel about yourself. Ever. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I just got real passionate about it because people love to try to speak on things that they don't go through, that they don't have to deal with. And people love to open their mouths and try to tell other people how they're supposed to feel about themselves. You cannot do that. What matters is how you feel about how you feel about yourself. That's the only thing that matters. You have to prove to yourself that you love yourself. You don't wait on nobody else to love you. You have to. Self-love starts within, okay? Real love starts within. You have to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to expect somebody else to love you? Okay? You can't just expect somebody to come in and just love you and you don't even love yourself. You have to love yourself first. Okay? Whew. Okay. Woosa. Woosa. Whew. Okay, let's take a breather. Okay, now, thank you so much for tuning in. Come on, subscribe to my page. The button will be right there. Right there. Just click it and subscribe to me. Okay. If you have anything that you want me to talk about, any episodes or main things that you want me to talk about on the BBW Chronicles or just on the Nikkilosophy in general, you can email me, nikkilosophy@gmail.com. You can write me on my Facebook page. It is Nikkilosophy. And, or, check out my social media. It should be somewhere up there. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. Those names are pretty knick-knack. Those are different than Nikkilosophy, but it's okay. It's still me. So like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, which was up there, or you can subscribe in the next screen. Just subscribe to my channel, and I thank you so much for rocking with me. Nick Force is the best fan base on the planet.